Guru Vaheguru, Guru Ramdas Guru, Guru Guru Vaheguru, Guru Ramdas Guru, Guru Guru Vaheguru, Guru Ramdas Guru, Guru Ramdas Guru. Take a few deep breaths through your nose, as long and slow as you can manage. No need to do anything heroic, just longer and slower than you would normally. Breathing as deep into your belly as feels comfortable. Inhaling into your belly, your solar plexus, your heart. And exhaling from your heart, your solar plexus, and your belly. 5 deep cleansing breaths. After you've finished those initial cleansing breaths, I want you to bring your attention to the base of your body, to your perineum, that spot in the middle of the figure 8 that goes around, the opening to your vagina and your anus, the floor of the pelvis. We keep drawing that figure 8 around those 2 openings, those 2 thresholds to the body, in your mind's eye. And at the place where the 8 crosses, that is where your root chakra lives. So, creating a spiral there, moving the energy in a clockwise direction. Beginning at your tailbone, going around the right side of the body, across the left side of the body, and coming back around. The root entrance is your connection to this physical life. Is at this juncture that you chose this life, the parents you chose, this physical location, this physical body, to be in the right place at the right time to conceive your children. All the physical parameters of this lifetime live in that threshold. It's also the place where any worries or anxieties about safety and security live. So taking some nice deep breaths into the root chakra, moving the energy in a clockwise direction, bringing yourself into the current moment. And with those deep inhalations and exhalations, loving the present moment, accepting your life as it is, not wishing yourself into the future or having regrets for the past, but embracing the perfect quality of this moment. Body, home, family, surrender. We're going to move up the back of the body. So in that triangular piece at the base of your spine, the sacrum, is where the Kundalini lives. So again, starting at the tailbone and moving in a circular fashion, going to the left side of the body on your back, across the small of the back to the right side and down. Coming up the left side to the top of the sacrum and around to the right side. Spiraling that energy. This is where the sex chakra or the sacral chakra lives. It is the place where you experience pleasure. The place where you play in a flow, where you're carried like the ocean. That joyous feeling of being tossed in the waves by your own connection to sexual pleasure. But it's also where the child lives, that ecstatic play of the child. The color is orange. Ocean lives there. You know some songs about ocean. It's where you can allow yourself to grow organically as a woman without guilt or fear. And moving up to the spot right behind the belly button on your spine. Again, bringing the energy from the point that faces the tailbone, coming around to the left side on your back, and crossing over to the right and continuing to spiral in that direction. This is the solar plexus. It's where the will lives. It's where you focus. It's where you take action. It's where your discipline lives. It's where your determination lives. It's a yellow field. The arms and the legs meet in the solar plexus. You can sometimes feel that when you're laying on your back, that any movement forward, to travel, to grasp, to make things happen, to initiate, begins in the solar plexus. So when you want to change your life, when you need to take action, this is the place to instill a prayer. Moving up to the place behind the heart, between the shoulder blades. Again, spiraling, bringing the energy from the point towards the tailbone, coming around to the left, crossing the upper back and around to the right, spiraling the energy. The light of the heart is green. Go. Open. This is the place of connectivity. We connect in the sex chakra, but we really see, feel, and understand the other people on this planet through the heart. And we live in our authentic being, in the heart. This is where all the parts of your individuality in this lifetime come together. Your song, your prayer that is specific to you, that shines out into the world. So it's where you give and receive love. It's where you are yourself, where you're seen for yourself, and where you see others in their truth. Then moving up the back of the neck, behind the throat chakra. Here the light is blue. Again, moving, starting at the base of the spine, coming around to the left, and going around to the right. This is where you take all of that truth from the heart and you express yourself. It's how you use your voice, but it's also how you express your beliefs and thoughts. how you verbalize, how you find the right words. You take the time to express yourself, exactly what you mean, exactly how you feel. It's no accident that it lives directly above the heart, because when that area is clear, and that's what we're doing, is moving the energy to keep these pathways clear, then the heart just naturally overflows into the throat chakra. It's a good prayer to make between those two chakras, to allow God, the divine, the creator, to rule these two chakras, so that when you need to speak to somebody or share something, that you can pray for the divine to work through your heart and your throat, so that you speak the truth, the best for all concerned. And then coming up, the back of the head, right behind the forehead and the third eye, spinning a purple light. Again, we're coming around to the left, clockwise. This is where the pineal gland lives. This is where the divine enters in ceremony, the visions. This is where your intuition lives. Well, the intuition actually lives several places, but this is where the intuition in which you, when you are sitting with the various medicines, that you are getting those downloads and transmissions that are so prevalent right now. It's a good place to pray for grace, for clarity. The pineal gland is also the place that gets slightly calcified from the Santa Maria. So when you're working with your relationship with that medicine, it's good to place a prayer there. You want to pray for as much openness as possible, and hopefully that feeling of clarity will help you to work with that medicine in the right way. Then lastly, we're going to come to the top of the head, that place, the soft spot where the baby has that, you can see its heartbeat, and that's the direct connection to the divine. So your whole spine that we just saw, that root at the perineum, going deep, deep into the earth, holding you on this physical life, and then the white light at your crown. You can also move the clockwise, starting at the back of the head, going around to the left, across, and down to the right. And that's the opening, the blessing. That's where you're held. That's where you're just seen as the perfect child of God, the goddess, all that is perfection. This white light shining in. So that's your straight spine, the crown lifting up, receiving, 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 the root reaching down, keeping you safe. Now we're going to let that energy continue over across your forehead, across the third eye, between your eyes. Bring your tongue to the roof of your mouth. The energy will flow through the roof of the mouth, through the tongue, down through the throat chakra, through the heart, through the solar plexus, through the sacral sexual center, and it will cross across the root again, and then flowing back up. The sacral center, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown, down the front, lift your tongue to the roof of your mouth, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral center, the root chakra. And you can keep your tongue to the roof of your mouth and allow that micro-orbit to circulate as much as you like. Or you can take the time and focus on each chakra, whatever works best for you, depending on how much time you have. And so much blessings for you, Stefanie. I adore you. I love you. I'm very proud of your commitment to this work. So I hope this is helpful. Much love. Always, always, always.